All right. A little something special for the WGGGMBUCC. It's a lyrical sculpture in the sand that I carve. This is Flash on the mic, now on the Algarve. From 40 to 60, we are on the attack. If I can just get some vitamin I from my back, foot on the line, yeah, I'm ready to go. Or did I just pull a muscle? Hold on for a moment, play it cool, just act like I'm young. Got flicks on my wrist and lyrics on my tongue. 20 more, 10 more years left to go. Tricks from the past and a buttery flow. A little slow off the start, I like to call my speed brisk. The sunshine glints off my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between my toes. I got none of the pivots, but all the throws. Yeah, I got some dodgy knees. Disc in my hand and the sun in the sky. My dad bod goes jiggle and my hugs they fly. The spirits are rising like a disc on the breeze, going miles out of bounds to the Portuguese seas. I played a point, yeah, I need a sub and a good long soak in an XL tub. Don't need to run anymore, I'm one of 14 handlers. Happy Gilmore this disc like we're all Adam Sandlers. I'm slow off the start, I like to call it brisk. The sunshine glints on my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between my toes. We got none of the pivots, but all the throws. Alright, let's finish this off. My 6'2" still works in the bar. I can see from miles. Got drinks on my radar. Portimão party is the place we flee for the friends we see in these great memories. Yeah, I feel the spirit as I pull every sinew. Shatter my knees, yet we're gonna continue. Take this hand, better yet carry me from the beach to the bar, better yet to the sea. I'm slow off the start. I like to call my speed brisk. The sunshine glints off my slow-moving disc. You know how it goes with the sand between our toes. We got none of the pivots, but all of the throws.
Good morning and welcome to the beaches of Portimão, Praia da Roca specifically. Here in southern Portugal, we've transitioned from the WBUCC into the one and only World Great Grandmasters Beach Ultimate Club Championships, the longest acronym in sports, WGGMBUCC. We're in the mixed division, only one division here, 24 teams, and this is the very first game of the tournament, Mosaic taking on Hurt. I'm Stefan Rapazzo, and I'm alongside Alana Archer. Alana, are you excited to be here? You just played last week, now you're up in the booth, excited for everything?
Yeah, really excited to be here. The sun is shining, the coffee has hit in, excited for the initial pool play games today. Yeah,
it's going to be very good stuff. Of course, this is the 6th iteration of WGGMBUCC. Again, it's greatest beach, we refer to it as. Sometimes we chuck out every letter of the acronym, but sometimes also WGGMBUCC. And it is all set to go down. Mosaic, a new team in the competition, Alana. They're from all over the shop a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah. I talked to one of their players earlier, and she said a core group of them are from California, but a lot of them are kind of all over the place. So it's exciting to see what they bring out.
And even more confusing is Hurt, who represent USA as far as their registration goes. But when you look at their team sheet, they are totally represented by the Great White North in Canada, so a little bit of confusion, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's the way it is. And Hurt start with a disc. Hurt finished in quarters or better last year in Sardinia. And we've got a stoppage. Disc in the hands of Owen Lumley and tapped back into play. Lumley gets it underneath. Hill moves forward again to Thu. Knowles in the middle of the field. Gets a nice under. Hill again. Paddy Hill to Knowles. Knowles gets Lumley. And Hurt. Slowly moving her up the field. Simonet gets another gainer to Hill. And the feet just fell from under. So Mosaic with a break chance. They get the first one to stick. Dar goes back. Ishii to Vogel. Shot for goal, and they break on the first play of the game. Petrotsky with the goal.
Feels really unfortunate there with Hurt. They were really moving things through the open side, and just on one of those reset passes, just got feet a bit tangled in the sand. But good for Mosaic to punch in a break so early on.
Yeah, nice break. Ishii was kind of quarterbacking there. The big fella, Alex Dar, in good position. And of course, Petrozzi, I think is probably a bit more like it. Gets the job done for the goal. 1-0, break on the board.
We'll have a look at this pull, but their first pull was really good, right to the back of the end zone. And this one's just going out of bounds now, so looks like it'll be bricked.
Yeah, it's always harder for the fast guy. Yeah, I'm saying it. You have ladies just have now.
Unsure where the disc is. Looks like it might have gone over the little stands on the other side, but bringing a different disc in, and hopefully someone will go back and receive that one.
Zimral didn't like that disc, sends it away. Gets the new one. And ready to play. They need a hold. They've given up a break on the first point. Zimral doesn't like anything.
I think a pick was called between two of the cutters on there, kind of initiating cuts there.
Gets a nice gainer. That's Kwok. Kwok fires. Inside, Harnett. And back to Zimmerall, known as Shaggy, of course. Inside, and Jansen throws for a goal, and Hurt do connect.
It's a lovely cut by Kwok there. Just to the open side, just great timing off of that swing coming through.
Gilio.
So Hurt must be a representation of how they feel playing. And one more look at this scoring sequence. Oh no, that's the turnover from the first point. So Mosaic with an O-line on the field for the first time in the game. Vogel picks up and goes to Ishii. Back to Vogel. Vogel bombs deep to Ishii, and on the money. They're in for a goal. Vogel and Ishii, the only two to touch the disc on that sequence. And that's about all they're going to need to go up 2-1.
Ishii previously playing for Team Japan and Buzz Bullets in Tokyo, but has played a fair amount, looks like, in North America as well. Says something to look out for is his quickness, and you really could see the speed coming off of his deep cut there. Perfect opportunity to use some good throws as well.
Club Junior incorporated Ishii, which is basically the apparel distributors, incorporation almost of all of Japanese Ultimate. So Ishii, a full-time Ultimate guy by the looks of things. Furious, Buzz, Dream Cup champ, does a whole bunch. Played professional, so AUDL, or what's now UFA Ultimate, as late as age 44. Crazy.
Very impressive.
Hurt. Stiebert goes to center. Gaining throw. Simonet to Stiebert. Back to Simonet. And around to Knowles. Centered. Simonet fakes the pushy. Leads forward. Knowles gets one through. And that is to Hill for the goal.
Again, a lot of work through the open side, but looked like they managed to get their resets off fairly well to swing the disc as well. I think that'll definitely be a kind of a big point today, given that there's no wind. Who can hold their forces best?
Yeah, it is like, it was seldom this still last week, if at all.
Yeah, definitely. Playing myself, there were some games where looking to break up wind with a flick was a scary thought.
Yeah, right. So last week you guys played a 6-day tournament, most days 3 games a day. It is a little bit of a lighter schedule here. It's a great tournament breakdown, rundown, or bracket, if you will. 8 divisions of 3 teams. Top 2 go on, bottoms go down to the lower pool. They do have a chance to win their way back up. And otherwise goes into pre-quarters and quarters. Vogel to Ishii again, and it works again. Hurt are gonna have to pick up on that and figure out a way to stop the 2-player game.
Another huge rip there by number 22, Vogel. I think that could have been the same pairing, Vogel to Ishii. It was good defense by 63 Harnett from Hurt, but the throw just managed to lift overhand and then drop perfectly into Ishii's hands behind him.
Vogel has played, of course, many years as well, lives in Geneva and does a lot of her club playing days with Wizards. But last year played with the Jets at this tournament. She played last week with Wizards in the mixed division. So happy to do it all. 2 hucks for 2 goals early in this game. Hurt. Get things going. Hill with the disc. Yearsley cuts across the field as Kwok. Kwok spins. Ooh, had an open cut but had pivoted away. Kwok now to Yearsley. Yearsley to Hill. Long leads, great throw to score. And Hurt are in. And that one goes to Louise 2. I don't think so. The number 2 jersey says that, but I could be wrong.
It looked like the assist was from Marianne Long as well, number 17. But the play that really opened up the field there from number 11, Yearsley, finding Kwok on that break side. Kind of a flick, a bladey flick almost, but really switched the playing field in the angle of attack for Hurt.
15 seconds.
usually fairly experienced in the Masters division, playing with Team Canada for Grandmasters as well.
Kingstonite, probably Queen's University native, which means he plays for a team, would have played for a team called Mothership. We have our own Mothership here at ULTI.TV, but not the team. So Mosaic will get the goal, or the disc after the goal. Up line goes Dar. Blades one, but off the hands of Cliff Smith.
Interesting defensive switch there. They had been forcing flick the whole time, but that was a backhand.
Lumley goes back to Simonet. Simonet to Stiebert. Stiebert leads up line and leads too far.
I think it could have been blocked there actually by Dar, number 8. He went to University of California, San Diego, and Air Squid. Some fun college names there.
Yeah.
Mothership and Air Squid.
It's all happening. Vogel has done nothing but huck for goal, and this time Stiebert has it sniffed out, and he gets the block. Seaton Stiebert gets the block there. He's the first person that had taught me proper ultimate. In Guelph, Ontario. I played for about 2 years prior where we all kind of figured it out on our own. We read the rules on the back of a Whammo Frisbee box, a box of a Frisbee. And then I went to Guelph University and I played for a team called BYE, like a BYE round, BYE, which stood for Ballistic Yodeling Earwigs. And Seaton was the captain there. And it's great to see he's still doing it.
Looks like a pick was called on the field, but I think the throw is going to stand as it wasn't affected.
And he's done it at every level too. Played for Canada, played Phoenix in Ottawa, not just the Ballistic Yodeling Earwigs. Simonet leads, ooh, sticky fingers. Hill hangs on now, Lumley. Lumley fires, Stiebert looks like he's going to be under that one. Indeed he is. And that is a goal for Hurt. If I'm not wrong, that is a break.
Stiebert wanted to kind of point out for his fans at home, his family, Torque and Mika, as well as some of the youth league that he helps coach in Ottawa.
Five national titles with Glum, and that's Masters. 1995 in Guelph. I would have been like 1997 when I was there in Guelph. Maybe 98.
Jansen with the disc now, raising a hand to pull. Looks like it might be a flick pull.
Jansen, I also remember him from back in the day, just known as DJ. Played for Ottawa, but then moved over and played GOAT, Toronto's team, which was known as Greater Ottawa and Toronto, was what GOAT was. Mosaic goes to Ishii. Ishii goes all the way back. Petrotsky. Back to Ishii. Comes across. Ishii centralizing every other. Ooh. Wound up, put it away. Wong to Ishii. Inside break. Oh no, sweep goes for goal, and Petroshki is there. They're back on the board.
Great patience there by Mosaic as a whole. Looked like Hurt were running a fairly saggy defense off of the handlers, but good patience across the board as well as from Ishii. Seemed to be running the ball there, getting it every other a couple of times. He definitely seems to be a leader of this team out there right now, helping with the line. Looks like there was a bit of confusion if this was a female matching point or a male matching point.
Offense dictates, and it can be 4-1,
Yeah.
right, Alana, here in the Woogama book?
Yep.
Unless the offense wants to make it 3-2, but it's still 3-2 male matching players, and it is forever trying to push to get to proper mixed, but let's be reminded that this division, Great Grandmasters, started as completely open, basically men's, and is pushing ever closer to mixed, so gotta respect it. Kwok can't get there. The overthrow by Graham Hill.
It's unfortunate because he really caught that first pass under a lot of pressure, did well to keep his hands on the desk, and then just overthrew Kwok there in the end zone.
Mosaic coming the other way. Deep shot, looks good. It is good. On the money there. Cliff Smith sends the big one to Brian Monroe. And Mosaic get another.
Monroe started playing Frisbee, was invited to Summer League by a friend, and just fell in love with the sport 30 years ago. So that's why he's here. Crazy to think some of the decisions. You just show up to a Summer League for an evening one day.
What were you doing 30 years ago, Alana?
I was not alive 30 years ago, Steph.
I thought not.
I was probably
A twinkle in your father's eye, perhaps,
yeah.
or...
Well, they had my brother first,
Okay.
so it was they wanted kids at least. I came after.
Okay. But it is crazy. 30 years ago, a little summer league, and 30 years later, you're playing a World Championships on the beach, Great Grandmasters Division, Club World Championships. It's awesome that this tournament continues to showcase these legends of the sport. And I say it all the time. It's a shame. The majority of the people playing right now were at one stage the best in the world, and at that time there was no streaming, there was no camera, so we may not get them in their prime, but it is awesome to be able to be getting them and being able to shed some light on these wonderful humans that had great careers and are still able to go and run and gun at 48 plus for the gentlemen and 45 plus for the women. Far side gets one forward. Simonet goes to ground, picks up, fakes the pop pass, push forward. Lumley looks to sideline. Knowles back to Simonet. Simonet to Lumley. Trying to access a lane into the end zone, and Simonet can't hang on, and that's a turn. Other way they go. Ishii pushes across. Narayanan back over to Dar. Vogel to Ishii. Ishii and Lumley dives into one, no foul. play on there. The pickup by Knowles. To Simonet, high release, all alone on the other side of the field. Hill, but the next throw sends it back once again.
Again, just a couple of plays that are a little bit impatient or maybe a touch excited. Hopefully they can kind of start to bring that down, calm it in. But it looks like Ishii is called a timeout now that they have possession as a D-line.
Take the quick break. They're going to need it. We're going to take a break too and be back with more action after this.
Have you ever loved something that doesn't love you back? One More Year, the ultimate graphic novel, now available on Amazon.
5-4, Mosaic out in front. A pair of breaks, including the last one. A bunch of hucks from Vogel to Ishii. That's been some of their pattern making. And a timeout with a chance to break again. But they got the whole field to go. Ishii goes back to Vogel. They can't huck to each other when they're that close. But they will continue to throw back and forth. Vogel winds up. Sends too high. Knowles intercepts. Knowles swipes and goes back. Simonet.
Yeah, lovely grab.
Into Hill. Ooh, foot blocked by Vogel.
Wow.
Closing the door.
She's doing it on both ends, throwing the hucks and getting the blocks. Looks like a foul is called there. Marking infraction, I think. Or maybe just a bit too much contact.
Ishii breaks inside. Narayanan to Vogel. Power position, and she boosts it. But I think that one, too many muscles, says Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Just faded out of bounds. Didn't get give the cutter a play on the disc even. It looks like it probably will come back in around the front cone.
So we're
We'll
already
see what the sideline are looking like.
6 turnovers on this point. These ones feel like they count for more, don't they? There's already been one timeout used in the point. 6 turnovers. This one, it's only 1 goal gonna count. Will they get it? That is perfect. That throw, an absolute banger. And Hurt get the goal after a whole bunch of backy fourthy.
That was a pinpoint throw. He indicated it as he was walking the disc up to the front cone, saying to Patty Hill, pointing deep, "I want you to move." And that was just the perfect amount of touch. She was running, but went straight to her chest. Fantastic. Patty Hill played at World's Masters in Ireland in 2022 and came bronze with Happy Campers, a silver at USAU Nationals in Huntington Beach as well. So looks like she's fairly experienced, winning gold at Canadian Nationals as well. So when someone points her deep, she's gonna go.
It's the right idea. There is, looks like a roster size of 17 for Hurt versus 15 to Mosaic. It's one of those things Mosaic should be able to get into a groove earlier in the tournament, even as a bit more of a pickup team. Get a few, I mean, it's only 2 players difference, but that is a substantial difference. For Mosaic, it's 3 clean lines if they want, 5-5-5. A little bit tougher to get everyone integrated for Hurt. I'll tell you, in Great Grandmasters, the bigger roster will be very good on day 2, 3, and 4. But on day 1, it may just be a little bit to get everybody kind of really warmed up. Here comes Mosaic, though. 3 passes in. They've got it up to their own brick mark, just about. A little bit of contact on the spin around, but they get through. Cliff Smith gets it again. Smith blasts deep all alone, but spun around. Ono's sweep cannot get the disc.
That's a real shame because I think he had space from his defender. Just looks like he lost the disc, which shoulder it was coming in on, leading to that turn.
So Hurt with a chance to break now. Yearsley goes forward. Barrel and the under to Jansen. Continuation. Nichols to Long and back to Nichols again. Jansen finds space in the middle. Long on the doorstep. Hurt have worked it into this red zone very patiently. Yearsley, still no opening. The defense has tightened well, but now Nichols breaks away from the defense. And Hurt get on the board with a break.
Great patience there with Hurt again, kind of swinging the disc from one side of the field, really using the width to push to the other side. And then again in front of the end zone, not forcing the first throw the reset, and then that cut coming through next. So I think that's great work from Hurt. And that's that reset there that really just helped change the angle of attack. Perfect. Great reception there with high hands.
Female matching players connecting for the goal.
Love to see it.
Long to Nichols off the Cliff Smith turnover the other way, the long shot. That was just a bit too long. Amelia Durbin showing up in the booth. She'll be on next, back with Alana. But bringing her smile and sunshine, the vanilla sunshine, into the booth in the morning. Excited to get her WBUCC shirt. I mean WGGMBUCC. WGGMBUCC.
WGGMBUCC. What a pull. It's fantastic.
Vogel pushes out of the end zone, gets again. And the 69 shirt of Tim Goldsmith now to Ishii. Underneath, Chu to Goldsmith, back to Chu. Ishii, Goldsmith, Ishii. Past the midway mark, Ishii wound up, didn't deliver the huck. Back to Chu, and Ishii off the shoulder. Turnover. Deep shot the other way, and it, ground stripped. And that's going to go back the other way once again. Simonet couldn't hang on to it, and it's Ishii and company back on the disc. Chu to Ishii. Vogel does a great job to snaffle up the disc before falling out of bounds.
That was great toe in from her. Looks like there's some sort of marking infraction there that created a stoppage, but she did a great job to keep that in.
Ishii to Chu. And Mosaic looking very good in this first game. Their offense has been quite tidy. They are down by 1. They are a pickup team, though. I feel like they've come together quite well. If they were to get this game, it would be a stolen victory. And they've got that chance, unless there's a layout D. Phil Watanabe gets through and motions for the timeout. Lumley gives the timeout. Phil Watanabe, great D there. Love to see it.
He played for GOAT for the 10 years, 2005 to 2015, winning the Pro Flight final in 2013. He's also played Canada Masters for a couple of different cycles, so he's no stranger to these kinds of moments or championships. That was a very impressive D that he had there.
Very much a Mr. Reliable, and as reliable as that is the fact that we're going to go take a break. We'll be back with more action after this. Six-5 Hurt in the driver's seat with the disc after taking a timeout. We're here at WGGMBUCC, live from Portimão. Again, I'm Stefan Rapazzo alongside Alana Archer to bring you the action today. Lumley goes to Simonet. Simonet motions for the high release and doesn't take it. Pop pass to Lumley. Lumley, Watanabe. Back to Simonet. Ooh, there's an opening. Watanabe, and no pick called. I thought we might have seen one, but it is Simonet to Watanabe for the goal.
That's bookends for Watanabe. He's the one with the layout D before that timeout was called, bringing in the score as well. Very impressive point for him, especially given it was so long with 2 timeouts called.
Yeah. Big point. That's the first 2-point lead of the game. Now, normally halftime is at 7. I have a feeling they did take the half prior on a timed half because we're already at 36 minutes, so there's less than 9 minutes remaining before a time cap. So I do believe we are firmly into the second half. Those of you at home watching along, make sure you get into the chat, hit the like button, become a patron, and subscribe. Do all those things. Ooh, and that was like a weird one. I think he walked it mostly the way in and then threw it. Cliff Smith. Thrown inside.
Wow, nice.
Petroshki.
She got that one with her knees.
Who needs fingers when you got knees like that? Kingery. Smith lays one out nicely into Monroe.
Oh!
And Shaggy gets in the way there, takes it away.
And rips one.
Indeed, rips, and that's in for the goal.
That's in. She managed to jump that one in. Number 17. That's Marianne Long. She really milked that one and just twinkle-toed.
Twinkle-toed one in. Marianne Long going long. And that makes it 8-5. And now you start to see a bit more of the team of Hurt. They've got a little bit more reps between them. Took them a little while to get going, but now that they are going, they stretch ahead a bit, Alana.
That was the score from 2 points ago. Here, hopefully we see that block. Yeah, great poach D there by Zimmel. I love that he just picked it back up and saw her going long. Saw Long going long and
honored that.
Honored it.
Yeah, Zimmerall,
Make
no
it work.
stranger to top flight ultimate. He was one of Canada's best for many, many years. He was the Montrealer who got onto a bunch of the national team. Back in the day when it used to be if you win nationals, you represent Canada. So it was always Furious George. They would always pick up a few, and Zimmerall was always in that mix. Narayanan to Vogel. Ishii. The around Ishii to Vogel. Vogel leads inside to Sweep. Sweep to Ishii. Ishii, nice break to shift the legs. Yes, what a catch up. Ginger Wong, beautiful take.
That was visionary and a crazy amount of float. That just kept it sitting in the air for her to just track that one down. Very impressive. And love that from Ginger Wong. So powerful, those breakside cuts. Really hard to do anything about it as a defender. Just leading your receiver out into space.
How about the weather today, Alana?
It's pretty sunny, pretty dead wind. There's maybe a touch breeze, but nothing that I think would affect some experienced throwers like we have out here.
I mean, I suspect it's going to get hot as the day goes on now because we've got mostly clear skies here and little wind, but it is beautiful at this hour. I think by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, it's going to be hot. But right now it's absolutely delightful. This is work, remember.
This is work. Between the games, off to jump in the ocean maybe for a quick swim.
Yeah.
Working hard.
Find a way to make work tolerable. Zimmerall fires deep. Kwok hit right in the numbers. Beautiful throw, Zimmerall to Kwok.
Another big flick coming out from him. It almost felt like it was low and fast. I was a bit nervous it was going to be overthrown, but it wasn't as laser as I thought it could be. Kind of perfectly went into Kwok's chest there.
So 7-6, nice response by Mosaic. Playing from behind, but not out of this by any stretch.
You know, I'm really loving these drone shots.
Shout out to drone guy, Billy.
Our boy Billy. Good pull reception there.
Alana, what about a style assessment here? Which jerseys do you like better? Which uniform is your jam? I'll talk us through the play, but think about it when we get to a little break here.
All right.
Dar goes to Vogel in the center. Vogel back to Ishii. Ishii around. That's Dar. Ishii fires big, low, but picked up out of the sand. Wong. And are they discussing up, down?
I'm not entirely sure what that. It could have been a pick maybe as well. It could be a down call.
I mean, did you have an opinion of up or down on that one?
I think she managed to get her hand under that, Ginger Wong.
Here's a replay.
Oh, yeah.
Very close. I think I
close.
agree with you. I thought she was under it.
I understand why the stoppage happens, though, because sometimes it's worth just clarifying.
Having a chat.
Having a chat. I just want to talk.
Vogel wanted the around.
Good force by Hill.
Ishii then. Oh, goodness gracious. Ginger Wong playing 20 years younger than her age says.
Again, and we said Twinkle Toes earlier. That one, she's had a hell of a point there. Grabbing that really low disc, and then now managed to keep her feet in as she's laying out for that disc for the score. You asked about what jerseys I like. I do like the Mosaic ones because they're palm trees and waves. It looks like they're little pixels, as if it's a Mosaic jersey.
And they do have a heart replacing the O.
Everybody loves a heart.
Everybody loves a heart.
But I do like the kind of like honeycomb pattern of the Hurt jersey.
Yeah, I wonder what
Almost
it's meant
looks
to.
like
It's snakeskin. It does look like
yeah.
snakeskin. I think so commentator's perspective, big legible numbers front and back is why I like Hurt better.
Yeah, it does make it a little bit easier to recognize.
Yeah, player identification from any angle, anywhere they're standing is very good.
I'm big on the hats. Oh.
Takeaway there.
Oh no, sweep.
Sweeps it away. And short field chance to break, but that's into a bit too much company.
Oh.
Was that play made? No.
No.
Just missed.
I think it was a defensive bid.
So then that's Yearsley getting in front. Because it was Yearsley versus Narayanan. Or sorry, Yearsley versus Sweep. Here it is again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
think
Yearsley
he did manage to get a hand on that. Very impressive play.
Zimral.
Another
Fires
flip.
deep. Jansen underneath
Yes.
with ease. And that's a goal that takes it to 10.
That's a bit disappointing for Mosaic to have the disc shooting into the red zone. Big play there by Yearsley to get the disc back. And then another big flick by
that's
number 7, Zimmerl.
Zimmeral's third assist of the game there. And we've just heard that time has expired in that point, so it will be a game to 11. So Hurt within sniffing distance of the finish line. It will take Mosaic a hold and 3 breaks to be able to steal this game now. Quite a tall task.
Quite a tall task. But crazier things have happened.
Oh yeah.
What's the biggest comeback you've ever seen, Steph? That you've ever commentated
on stream was Elite Invite 2019 or 2021. Jeez, was it before or after? But Ranelagh had a 7-0 lead on Clapham, and Clapham scored 12 in a row to close out the game.
I remember that one as well. That was it.
That's amongst.
Tough.
But I actually think I've seen more. Actually, no, I don't.
That was another huge pull right in the back of the end zone.
Cliff gets it around. Now it's Narayanan.
Ooh. Go on.
Knocked away,
Yes!
but maxed into the hands of Vogel.
Catch your D's.
And we've got a foul call between Ishii and Barrel.
Uncontested. Could probably just be a consequence of some tired legs.
Back in play, Vogel leads Narayanan. Far sideline to Dar, now right on the corner. Back to Cliff. Cliff waiting for some development, gets Ishii in the backfield. And Vogel leads, but I think too much on that one. That's not gonna work.
Again, a bit of disappointment there from Mosaic. Shooting for Dar there in the end zone. His career highlight is winning Spirit at Hats, Hops, and Hucks. I respect that. I don't know the tournament, but winning Spirits
As a career
as
highlight.
a career highlight.
Why not? Deep ball goes, but too much on it.
Again,
And-
shooting for Owen Lumley there in the end zone.
Yeah, Daniel McConville on the huck. He put a bit too much on it. So another chance for Mosaic to extend the game.
Looks like Cliff Smith going to pick up.
Ishii to Smith. Smith fires to Dar, but he can't get down quick enough. And another turnover will give a chance to win the game for Hurt. Hurt fire Lumley to McConville. McConville leads Simonet in for the goal and the win. Hurts take the first game, 11-7.
That was a good game. I was obviously excited to see Hurt, given that we had seen them play previously, but even more interested to see Mosaic. As you'd mentioned, new this year. I think they played a really good first half, and then just Hurt came away with the second.
A very good start to the World Great Grand Masters Beach Ultimate Club Championship. I got too excited there. We are now underway. Of course, you can check the live scores on live.wggmbucc.org, an incredible website. And there's always, today in the first round, 4 fields going. Natsuo won big, 13-4. Spangled won big, 13-6. Rainbow Warriors won 10-6. And this is the closest game there was, 11-7. So we know how to pick them. We'll tell you that right now. We're going to take you out of here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I hope you can stay with us throughout the week and take in all the action of these Grandmasters that put the great in great Grandmasters. They are still doing it and throwing it on throwing their bodies on the line. Any last thoughts or words, Alana, on that game?
No, I would just say a couple of really impressive bids, both offensively and defensively. Even though they are great grandmasters, still showing their athleticism out here.
Wonderful stuff. Thanks for joining us. For Alana Archer, I've been Stefan Rapazzo. We will catch you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, ultimate.
ULTI.TV.